We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California.
It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Lawrence going to put it up right away. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
2 yards is the pickup, and it'll give the Seahawks a first down.
These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. Now Lawrence on first down.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5.
Running out of the gun with ETN. Now he's free at the 35. Travis Etienne.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Travis Etienne with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Niners at 4-10 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting the tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now Purdy.
Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence.
He hits his target, Lockett. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22.
Etienne will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Keep it going. Possible side effects. Let's get two.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see.
A second down throw for Purdy.
They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
3rd down and 1. Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Purdy now on 2nd down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. That is caught.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. 11 yards for number 11. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Purdy.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outrun two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play action with Lawrence. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okurobi now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on second down, it's Purdy. Being chased out left. Take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year and 3rd overall. And the Niners get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. On first down, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's second and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Third and 19. Lawrence will throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here is 3rd and 5. Purdy looking to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to wind up with a first down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And now a fake on the jet sweep, but instead they'll give it to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Right side, and he finds Gray. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now Etienne to start the drive. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
Left side complete to Lockett. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Lawrence on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he goes out right around the 39.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back to the ground with Etienne.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence.
Short pass caught by Henry. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Here's Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence.
And look at this. They'll get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go play action now. Lawrence. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
A quick throw out to Lockett. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, Lawrence. He finds Smith-Njigba. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. A give running right, ETN. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
They'll give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stuff the run, and then executed.
Second and 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And Lawrence going to move him around a bit. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Play action. Now Purdy. That is intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing now, Lawrence. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Lawrence. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Well, the faithful in full roar here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. Back to throw, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Palmer, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, the defense circling now. 4th down and 7. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. That is caught. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Oh, what a time for the defense to go missing in action. How do you allow a play like that on 4th down? That lets them right back into the ball game.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Oh, they'll get this to Metcalf on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They'll come up now on 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence.
Flushed out right.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
So the victory here for San Francisco.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the 1st quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the 1st quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. they'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Niners, it's a good 5th win for them as they play out the string. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.